Welcome back to the Game of Muscle YouTube channel, and welcome back to the magical three-dimensional world of virtual reality. In this video, we're going to be jumping into Assetto Corsa and testing out what is likely, in fact, I guarantee will be the best cart, the best vehicle that one can possibly drive in VR in AC and just in general. Go-karts are amazing in VR. I've not tried this out. I'm excited. I know it's going to be good. I'm just excited. So, if you want to try this out yourself, I'll put a link in the description. Go-kart 0.5C modification. It's available on Race Department. But less introduction and talking. Let's get driving. Now, we were driving this yesterday in 2 dimensions on the old 1080p screen, and it was phenomenal. We're going to be driving it later tonight as well when we live stream. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you want to know when we're going live streaming. We race with subscribers online so people can join us. It was amazing. It was amazing in 2D. Absolutely fantastic. The stream was getting boring. The server god known as Izzy set us up with this go-kart on a server, and the night was redeemed. So well, it's just going to be even better in VR. So let's get going. Let's get going. Less distractions, more driving. We've got enough fuel, got enough tyres, got 4 wheels, got a go-kart. Is everything recording? Yes, it is. Hopefully the volume levels are good. Let's go for Nurburgring GP in the shifter kart. Now, the mod does come with a bunch of variants of go-karts. You don't have to do the shifter kart. But if you're driving on full-size track, you're probably going to want the shifter kart, and we're off. So, I mean, this is the thing. Go-karts don't obstruct your view, so you feel like you're flying on a magic carpet. And the other thing with go-karts, and why they work so well with VR, is that, you know, you've got that visibility in VR, which you really need with a go-kart. Oh, this is incredible. Sense of speed is phenomenal because we can see all the road texture flying straight past underneath us. On the brakes a bit too much. Well, a little bit. Okay, not exactly smooth into there. The AI struggling. Whoa, I'm going through the traffic. Poisoned them before the race. That paid off. We've gained some places there. Whoa, oh my God. This gives you such a new appreciation. Get off me, Bob. Such a good new appreciation for race circuits when you drive this go-kart, even if you're doing it in 2D, but in VR, you're just on the track. There's literally millimeters separating my feet and the cheese grater tarmac. Oh my God, I need to be a bit more gentle on the brake. Throw it in. My God, this is amazing. It's so good, guys. As I say, I mean, even in 2D, this is fantastic fun. But VR just takes it to a whole nother level. Oh, I'd go to say as well, it's a good way of learning tracks because it's still handled. I mean, it's a go-kart, but you know, you're shifting, you're going at speed. You still have to take the corners as you would in a full-size car, but then you've got a load of track width to sort of experiment with and play with. Oh my God, it's so good. So good. Oh dear, I should have put the GT layout. Oh, the AI having trouble. They parked it. It's too difficult for them. So, AI paths, maybe not quite perfect with this mod. You might want to be playing this in multiplayer, and then you won't get the AI path problems, but... Whoa! Bloody hell. Okay, pro tip, don't drive on the curb. The curbing is actually bigger than the wheels. That's one disadvantage of driving a go-kart on a full-size circuit. Oh my God. Okay. So nice and calm. Drive it nice and calm. Let's brake gently. Let's take it easy. So, let's talk a little bit about the handling of this mod. I mean, the physics are absolutely fantastic. We did about 2.5 hours of driving this last night. And though the kart's a little bit, when it comes to really bumpy tracks, it does get a little bit unhinged. It has absolutely fantastic dynamics for the sort of tyre grip and just predictability that you'd expect from like a real world go-kart. You get that really nice Assetto Corsa slip and ply to the physics, allowing you to sort of experiment, throw the kart in, slide around a little bit, and also catch slides if you overdo it. But it also has a good amount of bite, but it will kick you in the arse if you get too heavy on the brakes and you overdo it. But at the end of the day, I'm not one to even comment on what's... Look at that! On what's... Oh, God! Curbing. On what's categorically more or less realistic. Personally, all I really care about with simulators is what's more or less fun. Generally, more realistic is normally more fun, but... Whoa, he's cut the corner there. He's just grazed the underside. He's probably broke his spine. But, contradicting what I just said... Last night we played through all the different kart games, the new Kartcraft game, which is really good fun as well, and Andy's going to have VR, which I'm excited for. Automobilista, R Factor 2, and having played all them, AC with this go-kart, and this is a shifter kart, not a non-geared kart, they do have a non-geared version on it, just feels very... It just seems very realistic in terms of the rubbery feel of the tyres, which just makes it really fun. It's just really fun. So, outside the handling, which is super progressive, super pliable, you know, look like getting on the throttle there, we're in a bit of understeer. You can lift off it though, get the car in a bit here, get the tight lines. He says not getting a tight line. A little bit of lift off oversteer, bit of counter steer, bit of wobble. Amazing. Outside of the handling, the engine note is really nice. When you're parked, you could hear it earlier. It has that sort of the lawnmower-esque bopping go-kart engine noise that scales really nicely as you get up to speed. You've got your headphones on. It doesn't sound particularly synthetic. It actually sounds like a really clear go-kart noise. Wind sound could be a bit higher. I think that's a Assetto Corsa option I might have turned down myself, because that's one thing you notice in a real go-kart is a lot of wind noise as opposed to... Well, I mean, you feel the vibrations in the engine, but this is lacking wind noise. But the actual engine note is absolutely fantastic. You get a little bit of gargle as you go through the gears as well. This is not going to be a world record lap. But just, the sound's fantastic. The physics are fantastic. I think the model's got the details there. You can see your feet moving. You've gotten the brake a bit, throttle. It's so good in VR being able to look at all this pointless stuff. You can see the wheels moving. Now, nice purple wheel hubs. Always look at your wheels when going into a corner, guys. This is why Formula 1 cars have visible wheels. It's very important to be able to see your wheels. Absolutely awesome. You can see them like struggling for grip there. Look at the amount. You could visually see the understeer. Oh, let's go in with a bit of slide. Let's drift it a bit. Hold it. Also have to say, look at the shift handle. Just change gear. Oh dear, I've gone in too hot there. Using the direct drive wheel definitely helps, really magnifies the experience of driving this. I mean, really fortunate using a SW20 OSW, Simplicity, Simucube based OSW with a small Mage, but any direct drive wheel makes go-karts really just stand out with that sort of punchy force feedback that you'd probably experience in real life. Well, actually, in real life with the with the go-karts I've driven, you feel like muddy, disturbing, useless force feedback, but you feel it through your body. With Assetto Corsa, you can feel what you'd normally feel through your body, through the wheel to some extent. Well, that's how I feel anyway. I really like that. I know some people don't, but I do. Oh, power on through. But the kart model, you know, you've got the details there. I'd say the actual bodywork of the go-kart's a little bit bland looking. We could, whoa, mow the lawn, back onto the track. Watch out for that curbing. We could do with some, we've got the Red Bull branding on this. We could do with some, maybe having the cockpit, the sponsored cockpits that they put on the shifter karts with the branding on it. We need a Game of Muscle one here. But yeah, I mean, it looks like a go-kart though. When you're driving behind the other AI and the other karts, you see that. There we go. Let's have a look at them. What are they doing? Union Jack. There goes Britain. You could say that he Brexited that corner. Controversial. But, you know, from the behind here, look, you see the engine. You can see the little radiator grate that you've got to put your hand on. Oh, dear. Oh, come on. So, you know, in some ways the kart model's not the best, but in other ways it's perfectly fine. It's got the details there. It's really immersive. You notice the characters as they go into the corners, their head tilts a little bit as I go in too aggressive again. Almost killed him. In replays, you notice the character's having a bit of a stutter. I think there's a wiring issue with the go-karts in that the battery's going through the go-kart frame and shocks the driver. But other than that, visually, nothing's really too off-putting with these go-karts. And it feels superb when you're driving right next to someone. Whoa! He's got red and white wheel rims. He should have gone for purple. Oh, was his change? This is hand changing gear. Formation go-kart flying here. I can't wait to race this online later with the subscribers. The side-by-side driving you get with these is fantastic because you've got the track width. You end up with like going 4 wide into some of the corners. Just look at that. That's what VR's all about, guys. You really get a tangible sense of how far away you are from things, just like you do in real life. Right on his bumper. So good. Should I take him out? Pit manoeuvre. Let's try and take him out here. A little bit of draft. I'm going to take him out. Pull over. Oh, no, it took me out. Oh, come on. I mean, I was only trying to kill him gently. Whoa, there goes the brake marker. Thought that was a bit of my bodywork there. Well, that didn't work. AI are totally solid in this. Let's catch back up with him. Almost at the end of this race here. You'll also notice in VR I've turned off all the UI elements here, so I can just see I've just got the go-kart. I find with the go-karts especially, you really do want to turn off all the UI elements. There's a button on the top right in the Assetto Corsa that you click and it removes everything. If you don't, it kind of ends up floating around. And in cockpits, in VR and AC, that's never really bothered me so much because it feels like it's some kind of neat holographic menu and, you know, you can't see the track through the cockpit anyway, so it doesn't matter there's a UI element there. But with go-karts, it stands out as being a bit wrong. I mean, you've got a little sort of, it's not really Motec, it's I don't know what kind of display it is, but you've got a display on the kart with a light that lights up telling you when to shift, and you can see the little RPMs there, so that, you know, and what gear you're in, so you don't really need any more information than that. I'm not sure why the font there looks like it's some like vintage 70s font. Fuel tank between the legs. That's not right. I thought fuel tank should be behind us. I don't know. Maybe it is between the legs. You've got to be careful. Don't want that. Don't want to impale my groin on the central column. Let's try and get... We've got 1 lap to go. Let's do one... No, this curb is too big. There's our skid marks from before. Let's go for one super clean lap here. Oh, look at that. This is just such a surprise mod. I wasn't expecting this to be so good. There had been other go-kart mods for AC in the past, but they just didn't feel as solid as this. This is, in my mind, that just has absolutely superb handling to it. Let's get more go-kart circuits. Well, maybe not drive the go-kart circuits with the shifter kart because it's bonkers, but it's just so fun. Whoa, a bit slippy there. It sort of encourages you to want to brake later, and then it gets so leery, but you can recover it. So it's another car that ticks the box for me. It's like the Radical SR3 of it encourages you to drive badly or to push, and then it kicks you in the arse for overdriving, and then you have to dial it back rather than it being what is often traditional with a lot of mod cars, or not mod cars, just cars in driving simulators in general, is that they just punish you for trying to push, which is not what it's like in real life at all. Well, some cars will be, but most cars in real life, you know, they don't kill you for pushing. They just make you get bad lap times, make you look like an idiot. And well, this certainly makes me look like an idiot, but I'm enjoying it, so that's all that matters. Let's get around the inside here. Push through the corner there. That could have been done a lot smoother. There's the finish line. I'm not sure where we finished. It doesn't even matter. 7th place, of course. Of course. Of course it's 7th place. I mean, it couldn't be anything else, could it? Well, there we go. Teleported to the pits. We get a nice view of the pit lane. Absolutely superb, guys. Link is in the description. Well done to the guys that made this mod. I put all the credits and everything in the description as well. I think a couple of people worked on it. Just really good fun. Make sure you subscribe to us. Make sure you click the like button. Check out other videos. We're going to be live streaming races with this. Anyone can join them. If you're subscribed to the channel and we fill up servers, we go all around the world on all the tracks. It's normally really awesome. I have a great time doing that. Even if you don't have AC, you can just join our chat room. It's pretty chilled out. We've got a Discord as well. Link to that in the description. Wow, too many links, too many things to do. But done. We're done with this video. Welcome back, VR. Absolutely love VR. Till the next one, guys. Thanks for watching this. Have a good evening. And goodbye.